do follow a new dog on Facebook.
Jennifer only follows animals on Instagram, I'm pretty sure.
There's humans on there too, some comedians.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, they're the ones that walk.
I'm like the only human you have on your Instagram.
The newest animal I follow on Facebook is Chi Chi Charlie, and he's a Chihuahua, and he works on construction zones. At construction sites.
Does he have a little hard hat?
Yes, he has a hard hat and a mask. You have to pull it up later. Thank you, Paul, for that referral.
Send it to me. Send me the link and I will look at it.
With little jackhammer.
I know that's all she follows because that's all I get.
When you can tell when I'm riding my bike, it's an indoor recumbent bike. I'm not out riding the streets, TikToking or Instagramming or doing whatever.
Jack would not like that hat.
Did you find it already?
No, but this is Jack in his skull hoodie. Look at the attitude.
Oh, he's
I'm not
mad.
even looking at you.
No, he's mad
Please don't
already.
put that hat on. But it was cool. Was it cool? I am not even looking at you. Then finally took it off and he went in his kennel. You know he's mad when he just went in his kennel.
There you go. Janice.
So funny.
Oh,
He operates heavy machinery
so
because
cute.
he's cool.
CDL.
So cute.
Could he help in any of your projects?
Yeah, might have to reach out.
I don't know if you have a height requirement.
CDL stands for what Chihuahua doing life.
I love it.
Bear would be so grumpy. Oh, today's the 15th. Bear turned 15 today, my chihuahua.
Bear
Oh
did?
my God. Well, you can give him a birthday
Yep.
shout out in your
Yep,
segment.
don't forget.
Yes,
Kids will be
don't
like, what?
You will know.
Oh, he will. They'll make sure. All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in You. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Joining us this morning, we have Joe Rodriguez, and we have Jen Alspach with us.
Joe's looking behind. He's like, who?
He's like,
Did he get married and take someone's
I
hand?
have too many notes and too many things popping up in Messenger. But we have you here today. We're going to be talking about some of the environmental and cultural benefits of the projects that are taking place down in the wetlands area. And you guys have been working so hard on that. So let's talk about that.
Yes, so this is really our first chance to share this news locally, but
Ooh.
the Cocopah tribe was selected to receive the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation's America the Beautiful Challenge Grant.
And it's a big one.
Yes, it is a big one. We will be receiving $5 million.
Oh my
And
goodness.
That is
this will be
amazing.
to implement over 400 acres of restoration across 2 project sites on tribal lands. So this is really huge news, and we're excited to share that. This work is going to be taking place over the next 4 years. And so this will involve really totally transforming these areas, which are pretty dry conditions right now with a lot of invasive vegetation. And we'll just be turning them into lush areas with a lot of native plants that will be very beneficial for wildlife.
And you guys have already started to do this in a few different areas and have done an amazing job. But with this grant monies, I mean, that is huge. I cannot wait to see what you guys do with it.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Now, will the community be able to see what's taking place, or is that kind of going to be behind the scenes?
We really work with our public relations team to try to share the work that we're doing. We've put out quite a few videos on our Cocopah Now YouTube channel just to show all of the phases of the project. We also try to provide tours when we can. I just had the AWC environmental science class come out and visit one of our sites. So yeah, we love to share the work with the community.
That is tremendous. And again, for Cocopah to be selected out of, I'm sure, a lot of different applications.
Yes, it was very competitive. This particular challenge has been around for just the last couple of years. And we were one of 74 organizations selected and one of 21 tribal nations across the United States. So yeah, we're really excited. We also, this is our second year applying for this grant. We weren't selected last year, so we are all the more excited
definitely
to be selected.
Well, we've talked before about the invasive species and what that is doing to those habitat areas, how it does affect the animals and the other wildlife in those regions. So, taking care of some of those invasive species and clearing things out and restoring things to what, they should be here for this specific ecosystem is important.
Yes, definitely. I think there's been so much environmental change over the last 100 years or so with development and, damming of the river. It's really transformed this landscape from what it used to be. And so to have opportunities like this to try to recreate some of that is really significant and important to be done.
400 acres. That's amazing.
Yes, that's going to be a pretty sizable habitats. So we're really excited for just that amount of impact that we'll be able to get done.
So where exactly are you guys going to be working on?
So the project sites are on 2 different locations. One is right on the Colorado River riverfront, and the other one is below Morales Dam. And so this is a very dry area where the river has actually dried up. And so that is why there's not a lot of native species out there. So we're going to bring a lot of that back, which will be really amazing.
Oh, we can't wait to see how this how the project unfolds over how many years?
4 years. Okay. Of course, after that, we'll continue to maintain the sites, and it'll really be a lifelong project.
That's wonderful.
Now, I know in the past when you guys were working on your other 2 job sites, cleaning it and getting it back to where it's native to be, you had a bunch of volunteers come through and things like that. Are you guys going to be looking for volunteers again?
Yeah, definitely. I think, over 400 acres is going to be quite a lot of work to do. So we will definitely welcome the help that we can get. And that's always lovely to see when we have that support from the community and, everyone's so excited about this kind of work.
Well, it gives people kind of more of a sense of purpose when they go out and enjoy these lands too. But being involved with that work, with the sweat equity, it just makes them mean so much more to you.
Yeah, it's quite rewarding getting to be a part of that process. And then, once you plant the trees and then just the years go on and you get to watch them grow, that's so rewarding to see the wildlife come back and remember, when you were a part of planting all of that and getting it started.
Oh, that's great.
It is.
Now, Joe, what's going on at the museum?
Well, I'm here to support Jen. Project, with the museum, we got a few things going on. We're looking at our expansion. We have a new building just been finished up this early fall. And,
it's done already?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and so we're a little short-handed right now, but we're working on getting it open. So I have to do 2 jobs, and everybody has to do extra jobs trying to get this completed. So hopefully by next year, early next year, we can have it open. Maybe just a soft opening and work on a grand opening.
Now, for the museum, could you ever utilize volunteers for that?
Yes. Well, as far as tours, we would take in docents, which are the volunteer tour guides. No problem if somebody's interested. I've had a few people ask, but our tour schedule is kind of like instant. Somebody comes in, I'd like to have a tour.
Oh, so
if I'm available, I'll do it.
Not a lot of planning ahead of time, saying I'll be there Tuesday.
Yes, yeah. Most people kind of just bump into us, find us on Google or visitor's guide, or they would just happen upon us, through research, passing through town. But going on what Jen's project here is that we're excited that we could see that our land being restored to its former glory, which is hopefully a project that we can see that what our ancestors had seen, it's kind of like going back in time, if you will, and hopefully that we can maintain that and restore what was vibrant and lush and growing, what was natural in our region, and have that be part of something that we can say, yes, this is exactly how we had
what it looked like.
Yes, what it looked like before. And I like westerns, and I like to watch the old days and how things were, and it's kind of the same. You want to see that happen again. And as far as the culture is concerned, there's certain types of plants, certain types of
conserving that culture.
Those things that that are very difficult for us to find on our reservation. You know, and then if we have to go out, we could, but it's not always the best. You know, we have to.
It's always better to get it right in your backyard
Yeah,
where it was
yeah, for
intended
sure.
to be.
And then we're very excited, to acquire this funding for that, and all the heavy load is, off our backs and trying to get things accomplished.
Right.
And the funding will be a big godsend for us to make things happen on a broader scale.
What is the total acreage of Cocopah land?
That is a very good question, and I don't have the answer exactly.
It's about over 6,000
Yeah.
acres.
Okay.
Wow.
So, yes, over 6,000.
Okay.
So that's going to put a sizable dent
And almost the whole thing.
in almost the
Yes.
whole thing, really, because I mean, obviously, where you guys
Along
the
the river,
living,
yes.
yeah, along
Along
the
the
river,
river.
yeah, and obviously you have your living areas, but along that river, that's going to take up a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's a lot of coverage.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and way to go having that answer for me ready.
Yes,
too.
definitely.
Sorry, Joe, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
She did.
She's got your back.
Well, we're super excited to see how this project evolves. Again, it's going to be a collaboration. Now, as far as staffing goes, how many people are involved in the project that are staff that actually get out there and do the labor on a day-to-day basis?
Mm-hmm. Right now in the Environmental Protection Office, we have 3 staff. But the great thing with this funding, we'll be able to add a couple of new positions. And this will be like a project manager and also a youth conservation corps to actually engage with the tribal youth and, teach them conservation techniques and actually have them work on the project sites.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, we'll be excited to add those new positions.
And once that the information becomes available, where might people find that in case they're interested in pursuing one of those options?
Yeah, you can check out our website. That's cocopah.com. And then also our social media, the Facebook page, our YouTube page, Cocopah Now. We're pretty active on there and like to share our work.
All right. And we do encourage you to check them out on Facebook because those videos are great. We learn
They are.
something every time we check
They
them out.
definitely are.
Well, thank you both so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us and allowing us to share this great news.
All right. Keep us posted.
Yeah, we'll
Definitely.
bring you back in for updates.
Yes, definitely. We are going to take our Village and Pizza Parlor selfie out in the courtyard. We'll be back with Bill from Ed Whitehead's Tire